Welcome to San Diego, California, America's finest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to watch one of the perennial jewels of the bowl season, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Try to get it to the edge. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking for space. It's Hughes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be third and short from their own 33. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got the first down and still on his feet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Price. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a man miss. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Noles!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to the well. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moore will throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected. He's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Lane. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On the ground, it's Hughes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! It's a much-needed line for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll take this return and get out of bounds, and that'll do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Coleman. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game if they want to be a great program again.
The give on the option. Running into the open space. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Smashes ahead. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Using his feet. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Lane. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. Moore to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll try the left side. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Quarterback keeps it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Using his legs, it's Price. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Price. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Lane. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Really solid timing here between wide receiver and quarterback. You see curl routes all the time. Got to do a good job. As soon as he breaks and starts to curl back to the quarterback, you see he throws the football right to him. Great timing.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to fire deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On the ground, it's Hughes.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moore to the air. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Staley. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Moore will throw. They're working that left side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Run in the red zone. It's Hughes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Motion from the back. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got room to work. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Welcome to San Diego, California, America's classiest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to witness one of the best moments of bowl season each and every year, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The defense, it's their first of the half. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the ground with the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Inside the 35. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Knight. Scrambling away. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. Finally corralled and not on the floor. He picked up the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
There he goes. The tap. Touchdown, Knowles. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moves away as he feels pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
because this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Oregon.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see.
Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Staley. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Moore will throw. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Ducks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And he made the extra point without problem. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice move there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Makes the grab down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Seminoles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Price. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Noles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Moore to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Oregon. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Timeout called by the